finishes. So please bear with us. So now, Senator, I hand over to you. I'm going to stop sharing and then you can take over.
All right. Thank you very much, Mary Jane, for introducing me to the audience today. I am delighted to join this gathering because, as you guys always know, I am one who is very keen about the use of technology to improve legal practice. So it's a privilege to talk about how I see this and how I think it can benefit your practice. Thank you. So without wasting much time, I will quickly share my screen so that everyone can follow very well what I've got to say today. All right. All right, can everyone see my screen?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Can see
Great, great, thank you. All right, so I'll just jump right into it. So basically, when it comes to technology, lawyers like to come from a defensive point of view. They want to defend themselves. Sometimes I've met lawyers who say that no matter how technology will come, I will still be able to maintain my conventional practice, the way it's always been, the way F.R.A. Williams did it, the way Gani Farimi did it. That's how I'm going to build mine too. But I always say that we shouldn't be always so defensive about technology. Rather, we should try to leverage it to build successful practices. For me, that has been how I look at technology basically as a means to build, as a means to build your capacity and also to leverage it for profitability. So basically, what I'll be doing here, objective, to open your eyes to the disruptions around you and then help you see why your law firm or legal departments must leverage technology for competitive growth or advantage in the legal market. So as I always start, I have both bad news and good news. So from where I used to work, my boss used to say, Senator, drop the bad news first. So the bad news is this. If you look around you, you find that there's so much of automation going on. There's so much of commoditization. You know, what some lawyers used to sell for 1 million naira back in the days, in the 80s, in the 90s, even in the early 2000s. Today, you can go to Google and get it for free. You know, so if you have that kind of disruption going on, it means that there is so much abundance, out there. And that's because of data. Technology has brought about digitization of value in such a way that things are now so cheap and commonplace everywhere. And so the biggest challenge for you as a professional, especially, would be that you will be disrupted if you don't add more value to your work. Your work will be seen as just a commodity, something people buy off the shelf, and not that high value service anymore. And so one way or the other, because you weren't prepared to transform your legal practice using technology just basically kick you out. And that's not how it's supposed to be. So before bad news makes you feel quarantined, this is the good news for you, right? So when it comes to all of these data-driven economy, you find that as much as there's so much abundance, automation, and all that going on, with all the artificial intelligence, blockchain, Internet of Things, all that disruptive technology happening today, the good thing is that you can also leverage this technology for growth. And so that's why you should see technology as an ally, a friend, an ally, a friend, a partner, not an enemy. I have surprisingly met very senior lawyers who considered or still consider, as a matter of fact, technology an enemy, and it shouldn't be so. If you consider technology an enemy or something that has come to get you off the market, it's going to disrupt you. So what you can do is to come from the angle of using technology to leverage growth, right? So think about all the technology out there: artificial intelligence, blockchain, cloud technology, Internet of Things, additive printing. They are all just your friend. What you need to do is to strategize on how to leverage it, right? So I would like you to see things from three perspectives as a lawyer. One, there's a lot of digitization going on, and this digitization is integrating value chains across all sectors, including the legal industry. I'll show you how. Digitization is also enabling new products and service offerings. You'll be shocked. There are some big firms today who now have productivized their services, meaning you just go and download the service. Have you ever seen that before? So that's already happening, even with big law firms. So how much more some small law firms or mid-tier law firms? And then lastly, digitization is also changing business models and how you service clients or how clients access your work or services. So gone are the days when you sit in your office like an ancestor and expect people to knock on your door because you are barrister in town, because you are the solicitor of the Supreme Court of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. You don't move, only people come to you. You're like a mountain. It doesn't work like that anymore. So basically, you have to leverage technology. And this is why you have to do that. If you're not leveraging technology, just look at your screen and see the disruption coming to the sector already in the legal industry. So you have alternative legal services today, people who are not essentially lawyers. They are just enabling lawyers to provide services. If you don't arrange your practice, you're going to be disrupted by ALPs. Secondly, you have robot lawyers doing a lot of automation, applying artificial intelligence and all of that, and doing work faster. So those things we used to charge 15 million naira, 10 million naira, and spend the next 90 days working on, robots could just do it in a day or less than an hour. And then it just is just a small amount is charged, which means affordability. Today we talk about virtual law firms. So rather than having that a hotel looking building of a law firm, you could actually run on a virtual space. We have firms like that who do that, both small and big. So documentation, automation, legal analytics, think about it. Now, when I say some of these things, I've been saying this since 2016. And when I say these things, people say, Senator, what are you talking about? We're not there yet. Think about it. Look at your screen. All of the money is going into legal technology since 2016, and it's rising every year, all right? You can imagine what it is now from $224 million back in 2016. It's been rising. In 2018, it climbed up to $1 billion invested in legal tech. And some of us think it's a joke. It's not a joke. So when people talk about being competitive, being profitable, being successful, we kind of think that it's just, you just have to go to church on Sunday and pray about it. No, you have to put things in place. You have to have the enabling technology to transform your practice, all right? So when all of these guys are investing all of this, all of your competitors are investing this much, then think about what you need. So basically, look at this. The idea is this, and the idea, the message is this. Conventional law firms are no longer meeting today's business needs. That's the fact. A lot of our clients are complaining about the way we work. They think that we don't understand their business. They think that our business is old school, it's for the 90s. They think that we need to transform our practices to be more relevant to them. Otherwise, the likes of KPMG, the likes of Deloitte, the likes of all of these other firms, all right, professional services that have already moved away from how law firms work, will be taking all the jobs from us. So you need to look at yourself, whether you're from the conventional law angle or from the more digital law angle. You need to now ask yourself, how do I become more competitive? how do I leverage technology for growth? That's the question, all right, that I'd like us to answer. And this is it for me. Now, that brings us to the place of law practice management solutions in building and running a successful law practice and law business. So all of the grammar I've been speaking, this is where it all boils down to, all right? You need to now look at how you can build on technology, how you can transform your legal practice, whether you're a law firm, big, small, or middle-term law firm, whether you're in solo practice, or whether you are even a legal counsel or in-house counsel in a company, such as a legal department, whether private sector or public sector, you should be interested in this. Now, legal tech, as you can see on the screen, cuts across every aspect of legal services. All right, so look at case workflow and management. Look at how you manage your practice and dossier. Look at how you automate contract documents. Look at how you manage and capture documents in your library, case library, and all of that. Look at your what's it called? Marketing. How do you engage clients as well in communication? There are areas also around e-discovery, right? And of course, there's the issue around how you manage your client's data in a way that complies with regulation. So these are the issues. And how do you answer this? Legal practice management solution is just the answer to all this. And I'm saying this from a point of view of experience, not just theoretically, right? When our law firm, when I was setting up a law firm back in 2017, the first thing for me was, how can we run flexibly? How can we run a reputable firm that leverages technology for clients' value? And then I looked around and I realized that with a law practice management solution, you can get it right and get it more faster, all right? You can get it faster. So this is it. How can you, what are the benefits of a legal practice management solution, right? Basically, a legal practice management solution enables you to work from anywhere at any time in a space, mostly a cloud, in the cloud. So you can access your client's data, documents. You can do a lot of work with your team by using a law practice management solution. So first, what do you get? Case management. You're able to manage your cases. Lawyers in the house will agree with me that we have been managing cases a little bit terribly because we come from the background of paper, manual, paper. I mean, look at all. Hello? It seems you guys lost me for a moment.
Oh, sorry, Senator. I think you got muted.
Okay,
but
thank you.
We can hear you now.
All right, so case management is one of those advantages you can get. Also, you talk about contact management and communication. You want to be able to manage all of your contacts, all right, and communication in a single software without even having to download the software. It's just in the cloud. Next thing is billing, all right? Billing clients is a big issue in the law because different jurisdictions have ways they bill, especially in the UK, in the US. In Nigeria, it's more flexible. But I know law firms today who are also now trying to integrate how UK law firms bill because it's all about transparency. You can't just bill 20 million naira and people can see your workflow or how you work or the hours you dedicated to the work. So you need a solution as well for billing in a way that you can track your work. So another issue is calendaring, right? You need to be able to manage your time. Lawyers are busy people, but no one makes money just being busy for busy's sake. You have to be busy for the right things. So you need to manage your calendaring. Also, time management and expense tracking. You have to be able to track work in a smart way so that you can measure your billing time or create more billing time for yourself. And then, of course, there's task management, task management. So you give your associates or co-counsel some work or partner, and you want to be able to manage it efficiently in a way that they can be productive. And of course, money also counts. How do you account for the income, expenses, and all of that in your practice. All of these things matter. And then lastly, analytics. Analytics is very important for me because it gives you a big picture or the bird eye view on how you can use data that you've been generating to also make informed business decisions in your practice. So what has been my experiences as a law firm owner or who has been using technology to transform legal practice, my legal practice? I did say that I started Infusion Lawyers in 2017, precisely April. And I started using, when I started initially, it wasn't an idea, but I had no idea about just go use legal practice management solution. No, I just wanted flexibility. I wanted affordability. I wanted speed as well, productivity, right? And I wanted to be able to work from anywhere, right? Because I'm quite mobile and have my associates also work from anywhere. And then I wanted clients to really enjoy our services, in a very sweet manner. So these were the things that I got. First, I noticed that we got a lot of increased productivity. So we could do more work, we were not held up by the stuff that conventional law firms are usually held up with. So we were able to manage a lot of things in a single cloud-based software, all right? Secondly, we could work from anywhere. In 2017, when I was working with some of our associates, one in Port Harcourt, one in Benin, one in Lagos, and we never had to meet for an entire year until we had a Nigerian bar conference, and we were working efficiently. So it helped us to work from anywhere. Right? Then there's better collaboration as well. We could share documents, we could see who is working on what, how far the person has gone, how you can get another team to also contribute to that work. It helped us to work more collaboratively. And of course, for me as a partner, that was a very vital for me, so that I could also delegate work and not just micromanage, you know what I mean? So people were able to work at their own pace as well, based on the calendar that we have. And then the other advantages or other experiences I've had is that anytime we needed to onboard a new lawyer into the firm, it was pretty easy and flexible. They didn't have to learn so much processes because we already built our processes into the cloud-based software. So they could access all of the clients' data before they joined us. They could see all the work we've done in the past, how we went about it. They could pick up templates and do more work, for new clients. It's pretty sweet and flexible. This is important for me, quicker ROI. Why? Returns on investment. We realized that because we didn't spend too much on establishing a brick and mortar law firm, we just focused on a software, right? The right solution. We were able to get quicker returns on investment. So unlike back then when you needed to set up a law firm, there was so much on the office, the equipment and all that. But in the cloud-based age like ours, you don't have to do all that. You can just invest in software that has all that capabilities. And then of course, stronger cybersecurity, and then we were able to save money. Why cybersecurity? Because of course, when you digitize, the risk is that you might expose your client's sensitive data to third parties who shouldn't see it. So it made us to get more interested in cybersecurity. When I started out, we started out as an intellectual property law firm. But over time, we realized that we were doing so much with technology. And so we attracted a number of clients in the tech space. And so we paid a lot of attention on data privacy. Today, I have some level of expertise in data protection and privacy. So that was really good for us. Lastly, we saved a lot of money, because rather than put so much money on certain stuff we would have to worry about, we just focused on digitization and our business model, and that worked for us. So the message is, before tech crushes you in today's adapt or die market, you just have to up your game. Lawyers, law firms, legal departments, we need to up our game, because if we don't, clients will look for an alternative or the option they have. And trust me, there are so many options outside lawyers these days. You guys know this. So why wait? Why wait for when you are crushed? Why not take that step? For me, I had to take that step, and I was happy to find the right legal practice management solution that made that step pretty easy. So we were able to move faster, we were able to profit faster, we were able to adapt faster. And today we have a fairly established, recognized law firm in the country where we are able to work with some of the biggest brands in the space as well, especially in the tech space. So guys, wrapping it up, I would say that rather than see technology as your enemy or your disruptor, see it as a partner, start leveraging on it. When making the decisions, look for the right places, listen to those who have done it before, and then follow those footsteps. That will help you a lot. Thank you very much. This has been Senator. Thank you.
Thank you, Senator. That was a wonderful presentation. And I really do hope that many of us have learned something today. So as part of the program, we are going to quickly show you and introduce you to Casefee, our case management system that obviously meets everything that Senator has talked about today. And for everyone today, because of course, Senator has given us something, and he's saying that in order for everybody to embrace this, we have to lower our bar. So we decided to give a discount to everyone here for the next 24 hours of our case management system. Is actually, we price it at 3,500 per user here, and in the UK, it's sold at £20 per user. But we're going to be giving it today for 1,000 Naira per user for the next 24 hours. I want to give you guys the chance to be able to have a go at it and see if it is something that you guys would enjoy. Of course, we know you would enjoy it. So without further ado, I'm going to be sharing our screen, and I think one of our team is already sharing the screen to show what the system is all about and how it works. So we're going to be showing you the few things that Casefee does and how you can register. So at the moment, when you come onto the system, you can sign up, but because we are, if you look at this from your own side, you're going to be seeing the Naira side of it, because we are actually, it uses a locale to know where you're coming from in order to show you the price you can get. You can also get this system as a mobile app. So if you go to Google Play Store, is an Android app that you can download in order to use it locally as a mobile app, as well as a web application on your computer. So I'm going to be showing you how you can register. When you go onto Google Play, you type Casefee and it's going to come up, and it is a system developed by Uptitek. So you can download it and you can register onto it and have it locally on your system. Now I'm going to be showing you how you can register. So when you come on and you go to sign me up, you sign up and put your company information. Now you put your login information. You have to be careful because what you put here is what you're going to be using to log in. So I'm going to be using Mary Jane because that's what I plan to use as my login details. And my email address, I'm going to use maybe something that I already have. Then I'm going to use Mary Jane is my company, Mary Jane Partners, probably. And I live in the UK and I live in Hertfordshire. So my phone number, I can use a fictitious phone number.
Sorry, can you enable the chat, please?
Oh, the chat is enabled. And then I want one user. Sorry. Country code. United Kingdom. Hold on. Let me use Nigeria. Hopefully.
Hello, Mary Jane.
Yeah.
Don't use Bertrand.
Oh, sorry. I think you changed my email. Areas@uptitek.com. Okay. Hold on. Let me see.
Two portion, make it two portion. Beef. Beef. How much is one? Two.
Okay.
Okay, let me try registering. Seems like Mary Jane is having some technical challenges. So can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay, so if you go on to the, I want to register for a standard account. So I will use.
You have to share your screen, please.
Okay, so. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to use example user as the user who will own this account. So let me say company MD maybe, or operations manager. Now with the email, you want to use careers, Mary Jane, right?
Yes.
Okay, so company information is, can say example, law firm. It could be any law firm. The name of the law firm, country, Nigeria, it could be any country as well. States, we can choose email and phone code that. This is a demo system, please. The live system, if you download the mobile app, you will see the live system there, or you can use casefee.com for the live system. So we wouldn't be doing this on the live environment. What phone number do you want to use, Mary Jane?
Anyone is fine.
Okay, so I want 3 users, and I can then go ahead and register. So when you click register, that's filling at the moment. The same start email has been used for, so that didn't work for me. Mary Jane, you tried to register earlier on, right?
Yes.
Okay, so let's do that here. Have you used careers in here before?
No.
Okay.
Okay, I think he registered you, actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
No problem. Okay, so if you registered, you can log in and continue with the demo. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so when you try to pay, then it will take you to the payment screen. You will have different options. You could pay with your bank card by entering that in here, or you could do a bank transfer. Select the bank you want to pay with. We're using Paystack for this, so Paystack supports a number of banks. But easiest way is to use your card, because that way you will continue to get reminders from Paystack each time it's time to renew, and it will automatically happen. You don't need to repeat it yourself on your own. So once you register, because this is a live environment, I'm not going to be registering that from there. So you activate your account. You'll get a message to activate your account. You go through the process. And once you have done that, you can log in. So I'm going to try to log in. If you have a wrong credentials, like I have just tested, you won't be able to log in. So you have to make sure you keep your credentials safe. So once you log in, the first place you hit is the dashboard here, where you're able to see some analytics information about how many cases you have, documents, and the various different buckets of information on the system. Then you will normally want to set up your users. So once you register, the person who registers on the system will know the person as the owner of the system. So the owner is like maybe a HR or MD or lead partner who can then profile other users. So if you go to user settings, profile users, and you can profile different users on the system. So everything you see here is just for test because I'm not on the live environment. That's why we don't use live for any form of demonstration. So this is my law firm, and I have 6 users in my company. And these users are assigned to different roles. So normally you want to say whether the person is a lawyer or is an administrator or a client, because the system also allows you to profile some of your clients who wants that engagement as well, so they could have access to the client portal. So this is where you do that. And once you register a client or any of your employees, they get a link as well to onboard, and they can get onto the system. So when you then get onto the system, there are a few things you want to do, like you want to time your work. So the system allows you to time the work you do if you want to. You start a timer and you do some work, and you'll be able to tell you how long you spend doing that work if you need to do that. You want to look at case information you have. So you can track, you can profile new cases, look at case adjournments, case documents, invoices and bills, or case history. You want to know what's happening on the case over the years. Libraries of information you can have a library where you can pull information out for your casework or case research. You have case notes. When you're in court, you want to take some notes, you can use that function to do that. And when you're doing any work on the case, you can track that here. You also have like case resources, where something like Lego resource, where you're getting these materials from. You have case team, people on the case. So every case you pull, you're able to see who and who is working on that case, and also some configurations about case. Now, on the customer client management side, you're able to do client management and contact management. As a law firm, you might have a client, a corporate, and within that corporate, there are 3 or 4 individuals who you're liaising with on the case you're working on for them. So those people, you are able to gather their information onto this system. Now, the system helps you as well, like you have this customer relationship management. When is their birthdays, system can send them emails. When is their festive period, system can also send them SMS and emails. You configure this yourself, how you want it to work. Now, you can group your clients into various client groups. So you're able to decide what groups of clients, how you partition your clients. Like you could have clients with like students. When students come to you with problems, you can deal with that. You have clients who are corporate, you have clients who are, anything at all. So the system is very flexible. You also have ability to track messages. Messages within the organization, messages outside the organization. Your communications with your clients, you can just keep them all in one place. And internally, you also have communications with your staff. So let's look at one way we can track case profiling. So if we go to case, you can do that from under the case here. You go to case details, you come onto this same screen where we are. So to profile a case, what you need to do is to click on add. And this is across the entire system. Whenever you want to add a new record, just click on add. So it doesn't matter which screen you're on. Now you want to select which branch of your law firm is doing the work. Now I will have to do some sort of generalization here so that by the time we are done with this workflow, you will have an idea of how the entire system works. So to create a new branch, you don't necessarily need to go to configuration, branch. You don't have to. What you could do is start from anywhere you are. The system is all centered around enabling you manage information flexibly and in a consistent manner. So to create a new branch, you click on this plus button here, and you can profile a branch dynamically. Okay, I'm not sure I have Lagos there. Now, I don't have Lagos, but I want to create a branch for Lagos. And I go to country directly from there, and I click on that, and I have Lagos branch. And in Lagos State, I have Aja branch. And I can put Aja breed or something. And we create the branch. Now, when you create that branch in Lagos, in a Aja branch in Lagos, Nigeria, you automatically have it here while you're profiling that customer's case. So you can see how flexible it is. Now, when you make a mistake, let's say we wanted to spell Aja and we put H, but it's not with H, you can just click here and edit that directly. So you have inline editing directly on the system. So it allows you full customization. And if you want to look at properties of this branch, you click here and you view all of the information about the branch and what it has. You can see this is a new branch. You haven't got any account information on it, no alerts, no cases profiled for this branch, no documents, no casework, no clients, no messages. Everything is 00. You have a lot of things you can track. It just gives you a platform where you're able to track everything, including documents you're receiving as letters called post documents, reminders in those areas, invoices. So if we go back to the case where we are on, it knows you're still on the case. So you can say who the case lead is. Now, I'm the one profiling this case. The system automatically knows who I am and knows that I'm the one owning this case I'm profiling on the system. So it automatically feeds all the information there about me. But I might be doing this as an intern or a legal case worker for my boss. So I can then select who owns this case. So I would then select that person. Now, the client as well, you don't necessarily need to go to client menu to create your client when you're creating a case. You can just go to case, the same thing we've done before, create a client, and the system knows this client is a Aja branch client, and you select what category the client is, and you do that. But what we're going to do is to save time, because we haven't got much time, what we're going to do is use some existing clients in the system. So we can say the client is John Doe, and practice area is civil matter. Case type is maybe land disputes. Remember, as I've said before, you can create your case types, update them, create every aspect of the system. You profile what you're dealing on. You're not stuck anywhere on the system. Now we go to select that case status. You create your case statuses, whatever it is. You can have some SWOT analysis to know whether you're going to be winning this case if you think so, or you're going to be losing it, or it's an opportunity, or you have a strength in there. So here we say it's an opportunity. You can classify cases based on their sensitivity so that you can control who has access to that case within your legal practice within your organization. Now, how would you want to bill this client? I remember Senator talking about incorporation of various billing schemes in different jurisdictions. So in America, you might be billing a client based on hours or some parameter. In Nigeria, you could bill flat rate. So the system allows you that flexibility, because as Nigerians, we have clients outside Nigeria. So even if the client is in Australia or Japan, it doesn't matter. You could still apply what applies in that jurisdiction. So in this case, we will say a one-off. And we have, has the payment been made to you already? If they're giving you, like, if they paid you down for the work, you can say, okay, paid in full. If they haven't and they haven't paid, you can select not paid. If they've made part payments, you can also select that. Now, your payment status, bear in mind, you will create whatever status your organization uses or we want to use. Okay, so in this case, we'll say not paid. Now, when is this case starting? So you record the start date for the case. I will use current date. All right, so the next thing you want to do is you want to know where the case will be heard. Now, you might not know the hearing date as at the time you're profiling this case. So you just leave that blank. You might not also know where it's going to be heard. So it's very flexible. You will update this information. We will come back and update this information. So we'll see how we do it. Now, the suit number, you put in the number this is being filed with. Case summary, we can say, John, here again, we have flexibility. John Doe versus
Emmanuel Bertrand, okay.
Okay, so, and you then give a description. You know best how to describe this. So you just put description here, what the case summary is all about. Now, bear in mind that as you type in these boxes, all of them, they automatically keep increasing in size. So it's flexible. You wouldn't look at it the way the size is, you have it default. It's not really the size. It will just increase as you type. Now, if you have a physical file, if you want to merge your physical files in your office with the electronic system, you can put the file case number or file number here. Okay, because the system also recognizes that we have maybe hundreds and thousands or millions of existing cases we've done in the past, you can actually migrate all those case information into the system. And you store this document and you reference those files, those case files you have in your cabinet on the system as well. So when you're looking for something, you know exactly where you're going to find that cabinet, where you're going to find a case file, what cabinet or folder it is. Okay, so, but when you have all these materials with the documents on the system, you normally wouldn't be needing the physical documents because you can always print them out. So you put remarks, whatever remarks you want on here. Now you decide here, who else is going to be working on this case with, of course, the case lead. Now, when you decide who that would be, you can select who is going to be. In this case, I can say, okay, I want 3 people working on this case. So 2 people plus the person who owns the case will be working on this case. And we then say if we want to add information on what has been done already about this case. So if you have done some work even before profiling this on your system, you can capture it by selecting this. But if you don't select this, it will create your case and it doesn't need to go on to capturing some case. But we'll give you a workflow so that you see how it takes you from profiling a case to adding some documents to that case. So it knows this is the case you profile, and it's asking you to select which currency you want to bill the client. we use Naira, but remember, whenever you see plus sign, you can define those values. Okay, so upload case documents. Whether you want to upload case documents, I'll say yes, I want to upload case documents. Is this case work billable? Because you might do some work and just, you don't want to bill the client, you know. Sometimes you want to bill everything, but we want to bill because we want to actually get value for the time and work we're doing. So is it billable? Yes. Has it been billed? Yes or no? If it's been billed, you can say yes, but then you want to keep track of it. So it's not been billed. Have you completed work on it? No. Now you can say what you have done. So you can say met with clients in Aja, discussed, I'm not a lawyer, discuss the matter, whatever, ingredients of the case, etc. Put all that in there, and you can put some, when this event took place, how long it lasted. If you want to, you can get all those information into the system as well. The system will tell you how much.
You can choose a different date or something.
Okay, it's fine. So the system will tell you how long that case took in time, in the hours and minutes. And if you want to charge based on hourly rate, you can also put your hourly rate if you want to, and the system will work out the legal cost for that particular work you did. In this case, it says 2,266. But if you don't want to, just put everything 000. So what this case system is doing for you is allowing you the flexibility to bill your clients in different jurisdictions of how the billings are done. You can charge one-off, you can bill by the minutes or by the hours or by days, etc. So when you're done with this, you click save. Now, because we selected that we want to upload some case documents, maybe you've acquired some legal documents or evidence documents from the client, whatever it is. Again, remember that you can create whatever document type from here, add new document type, or edit existing ones. Now you say, which folder in your system would you want to store these documents? So you can select an existing one, in this case, John Doe, we're working on, or you create a new one, and then automatically system will use it. Now, title of this. So you can say documents, initial research, case documents, something like that. It could be anything. Now, because the system is designed to accommodate multiple jurisdictions. So in Nigeria and other countries, there's what they call document retention policy. So if that applies at the end of this case, when do you want the document to be archived from your system? You can set those information here. But first of all, when was this document acquired? When it was received or created by you, you can track that information. Now, when you want the document to be archived, you can state when you want it to be archived. So for what we're doing, we could just use some little minutes or hours from here and see. Let's use minutes. So let's say in the next 7 minutes, it should archive this document. So you see how that works. Okay, so you then upload the documents. You can upload multiple documents. Okay, so I'm going to be uploading a blank document here. Doesn't matter, let's use something that. Okay, so let's try that. Okay, so we upload as much documents as you can. I think it takes about a limit of 7 documents at a time. So you can choose multiple documents and then upload those. Let's see if we choose a second document. Okay, so and we upload these documents. All right, so it's uploading the first one. When it's done, it goes on to the second one. Okay, it's uploading the second one and it's all done. So we have in the system our case document. So now we've been able to show you how to go on a case end to end. So see the records we've entered, the case suit number, and all the information in there. Now, for you to view this in detail, you will have to go to more. So when you go to more, you're able to see all of the information that we've added to the profile this case.
Mr. Bertrand, I will have to pause you there to find out if they have questions or if, because we are running out of time.
Okay.
And to also remind them that they can subscribe to the system. I've put the link there to say it's at casefee.com. And for 24 hours, you get a discount. It's going for 1,000 Naira per user. So if I hope you guys like what you have seen. The system is very flexible, and we would like to open up the floor for questions, and both for us and for Senator, if you have any questions you want to ask Senator. So please go ahead. You can also unmute yourself to ask questions if you don't want to type.
Who is going first?
Let's give them some time. You can also contact us by going on to Casefee or sending us email at info@uptitek.com, or we on all the social media, on LinkedIn, on let me put the email here, info at.
Hi guys, I think your chat is disabled, so people can't ask questions via the chat.
Oh.
I made that comment earlier on because it was disabled. I tried and I couldn't.
No.
Can you enable chat, please?
Can you try now? The chat is not actually disabled. Can you see my chat?
Yes, we can see your chat, but participants can't drop messages on the chat. I think it's just the hosts and the co-hosts. So if you can.
Yeah, it has been enabled. You can, the chat is open now. Sorry about that, but it wasn't really disabled. It must be a Zoom glitch or something.
Okay, so someone can see someone can chat. I can see people chatting.
Yes.
Yeah, so I think it's enabled again.
All right. So
Yeah.
if you have questions, chat. If you want to see more functionalities as well, while we give them some time, maybe Mr. Bertrand, you can continue. All right, if we don't have any more questions, would like to bring the webinar to an end. And please remember, you have till 24 hours to make your purchase. And it will be a very nice investment you make, because after 24 hours, we're going back to the normal price. It is an essential duty that we all have a form of way to manage our cases, especially if we want to do business internationally, because most of our clients say that they need a client portal for them to be able to give their clients access to the system they use. The normal price is 3,500 per user. So, okay, we have some questions. Uchech is asking if Casefee operates as a tool for contract generation. Casefee gives the ability to store your contract templates.
And generate them from the system.
Yes, and you can generate it from the system. Yes, the demo site, to check it out, you don't need to pay anything to kind of check out the system. I'm going to put the link here, is dev.casefee.com. So I've put the link. This is the dev which we are using to do this demo. So you can actually just try it out first to see what you can do with it. And someone says, can an individual employee in a firm simply say, yes, you can subscribe for one, so you can just have one subscription only. You don't have to have collaborators or a full company. So an individual can subscribe to it. And we have on the site, there is a live chat as well. You can chat us up. We are always here 24 hours a day to attend to chats. So if you're not sure, or you might require more demo to see more about the system, please feel free to ask for a demo, please. And we can organize a demo for your organization to give you more. The standard just gives you a standard case management system, and but the professional, you get to have accounting, HR, and payroll with it. So it's a full-fledged end-to-end ERP system. So that is the difference between standard and professional. But the standard, you pretty much can do almost everything apart from having the accounting and HR and payroll. But the professional gives you that option. It's per month. However, if you rather pay for a year, we accommodate that as well. And for those of you that have already subscribed, thank you very much. And for those that haven't, You will have till tomorrow to subscribe. And if you want more demo, please get in touch. We plan to run demos often to show the system. The system is huge. We can probably not give you all the details about what the system can do in 1 hour, not even talk of 30 minutes. But we have videos on YouTube channels and we'll continue to publish more so you guys can have more details about what the system can do. Casefee is fully supported, so we give remote support to onboard you and your staff and your team. We more like hold your hands until you get it all together. Because one of the things we've realized with law firm is not everybody is technologically savvy, and sometimes it's quite hard to get everybody on board. So we work with you to make sure that you get your team up and running quickly. You also get a client portal where your clients can see their cases you're working on and their case documents, but they only get a view access. They can't edit or do anything. They can see the bills you have sent to them, and they can see the status of their cases as well. You can also give we also have, apart from creating case, you can have tax management. That's something that has nothing to do with cases at all. You can just assign tasks to your teammates and you can track what everyone is working on. That is pretty much, except if there are any more questions, I think we would end at this point. And if anyone needs help in registering, please let us know and we will walk you through and do it together if you need help. All right, thank you very much, everyone. Okay, someone is asking what provisions are being made for security of data. So I'll leave that for Mr. Bertrand to answer. He is the expert in security here.
Okay, so when you say provisions made for security of data, it depends on what area, what exactly. We using AWS, which Amazon Web Service, which is, if correct, the most widely used cloud platform. So the system is cloud-based, which means we don't hold your data in any local database. So it's all in the cloud, and cloud has also been proven to be the most secure way to actually run your, store your data at the moment over the years. So with regards to access control, within the app, the system stores sensitive information hashed. So your users or your team members are not able to see information. Let's say for password, for instance, you that even owns the password, you will not even know what it is because it's all scrambled. It's all encrypted, it's hashed. So you just know that whatever you know that you remember is your password. If you type it, it gets you in. But whatever it is, you wouldn't know and you wouldn't be able to say that. Not in the system, not even in the data store. And that way, even if someone has access to your password text, is encrypted, they wouldn't even know what it is to access it. That's one. So system uses session timeout to ensure that once you're on a system for any given time and you don't log off and there is inactivity, then the system will automatically time you out. And we provide within the system ability for system administrators to customize what their timeout period or session timeout limit is. So it's all configurable. You can choose any range of time from 1 minute to maybe 1 hour if you want to. The system uses role-based access control, meaning within your organization, you could say this is a lead partner, he has a system administrator right. This is an intern, he has an ordinary staff right. So someone who is an intern or someone who is an ordinary employee of the firm will not have access to information that the system administrators do not want them to have access to. The same way your clients cannot have access to such information. Now, in terms of information in transit, the system uses SSL security, just like the banks and the big organizations. Therefore, the certificates are used to encrypt information in transit. So no one will be able to sniff your information because it's encrypted. Yeah, there is denial of service monitoring, that's attack monitoring. If a system notices a particular user is sending some multiple requests or that kind of a thing, it will just block you out. Actually, there are lots of other things in here, but there are things that shouldn't be discussed in the public when it comes to security as well. What you want to know is my data secure? Where is it stored? Is it in good hands? Do we have backup, recovery, and all of those? Those are in place because we're running on the cloud. And by nature of the design, the system is backed up by the minute. So there is no time you will say, okay, you're losing your data or that kind of stuff. No. I hope I've answered your question.
Yes, he says very helpful and reassuring explanation.
Thank you very much.
So, thank you. Any more questions? People are still joining when we're about to end. Any more questions?
Maybe we should give some more time in case someone still needs something.
Okay, no problem. So it's fine. You can leave. If anyone wants more explanation, we are going to be here. I'm going to stop the recording now.